YouTube, what's going on? Widdy P coming back with another one. Let's get it. I'm up at the court. You know what that mean? We about to talk some ball. Got my first take shirt on. It's heating up out here. Let's get it. I love it. We're going to talk some crafty, clutch, underrated point guards today. Some of these guys had the numbers. They made all-star teams, all NBA, but they don't get the recognition that they deserve. The media don't talk about them as much anymore. I mean, they're done playing, but still, they don't get the recognition that they should get, you know, when they were playing. Crafty, clutch, underrated point guards. I'm going to take it from the 90s into the 2000s. It's going to be a good one. Some of these guys, when I mention their name, you're going to be like, oh, damn, I kind of forgot about him. So crafty, clutch, underrated point guards. Before I start the video, please watch the entire video. And if you like the video, subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this, just content about sports. Let's get it. It's hot out here. It's heating up. I'm in the sun. Let's get it. Had to bring the shades out. Let's go. Give my take. Some crafty, clutch, underrated point guards. Coming in at number 1, I did 6 of them. Mr. Big Shot Chauncey Billups. He really didn't get much recognition till he went to Detroit. Won a championship 04. Beat the Lakers. Clutch performer. Can hit, you know, shots when your team really needs it. Go-to guy. Down the stretch. Mid-range king. Can post you up. Can play defense. Chauncey Billups was no slouch. Mr. Big Shot. Underrated. 3-time All-Star with Detroit. Mr. Big Shot. He bounced around a little bit early in his career, played for Minnesota. That's where he started at. But Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot, coming in at number 1. Underrated. People don't talk about him no more as much. Champion. Chauncey Billups, number 1. Number 2, Rod Strickland. Rod Strickland got drafted by the Knicks, bounced around a little bit, played with Portland, played with Washington Bullets. But his best years, I say, was in Portland and Washington. If you know about Rod Strickland, you know he can finish around the rim in various ways. He started the English, putting the English on the ball from various angles on the backboard. Rod Strickland started that smooth point guard. Like I said, his best years was probably Portland and Washington, but Rod Strickland, Kyrie Irving's godfather. He can finish around the rim in, like I say, a variety of ways. Some people say that's where Kyrie kind of got it from and took it to another level. But Rod Strickland coming in number 2. Didn't never make an all-star team either. Like I said, some of these guys made all-star teams and some of these guys didn't. But he was one of those guys that played in that tough era where there was a lot of great guards. He never made an all-star team. Rod Strickland coming in at number 2. Coming in at number 3, Nick the Quick, Nick Van Exel. Guy bounced around a little bit too, played with the Lakers, Dallas, Nuggets. But to me, his best years were with LA and Dallas. His younger years were in LA, but in Dallas, he used to come off that bench with Don Nelson when they had Dirk Nowitzki, Michael Finley, that squad, Steve Nash. Nick Van Exel used to come off the bench because them Mavericks and the Kings used to go at it early 2000s, like 2002, 2003. Nick the Quick, man, he would lead the Mavericks in scoring off the bench. Mavericks were loaded, too. They had, like, Antoine Jameson, like I say. They had Eric Dampier. They were loaded, those Mavericks teams back in the early 2000s. But Nick the Quick would come off the bench. Crafty guy. All these point guards are crafty, too. Nick Van Exel, crafty, come in, drop 30 off the bench. He heat up quick. Nick Van Exel, some of his better years that I remember were definitely coming off the bench in Dallas. Bounced around, like I said, played with Portland. I mentioned Denver. He bounced around, Nick the Quick. I think he played for Miami, too, had a short stint in Miami. But Nick the Quick, crafty. Made the All-Star team in LA one year. Los Angeles Lakers, he made the All-Star team one year. Nick Van Exel coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 4, Mike Bibby, the Laker killer. People don't admit this, but The Kings didn't get over the top. They never won a championship, but they couldn't get to the Western Conference Finals and, really play deep into the playoffs till they made that trade, Mike Bibby for Jason Williams. When they swapped them two, Mike Bibby brought a more controlled game, Jason Williams was a great floor general too, but could get wild at times, didn't necessarily take care of the ball. Mike Bibby played like a coach's son. He took care of the ball and he hit big shots. He was not afraid to take big shots, Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby had that clutch gene. Laker killer. He was killing the Lakers so much they had to switch Kobe onto him. I kid you not. Mike Bibby come off that pick with him and C. Webb. He's splashing that mid-range every time, had a 3-ball too. Kings could not get over the hump. They still got cheated by the Lakers. Tim Donaghy, the refs, they know what they did back in that series. But that 0-2, they got cheated by the Lakers. But the Kings, that was their year. They had a loaded team. Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Vlade Divac, Doug Christie, Bobby Jackson off the bench. They were loaded. That Kings team was loaded. Mike Bibby, the Laker killer. He would always kill the Lakers. So Mike Bibby coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 5. Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell got 3 rings. Clutch performer. People don't talk about him a lot. Hit the mid-range god. Coming off the screen. He made his first and only all-star team with Minnesota Timberwolves back when they had Spreewell, when they got Spreewell and KG. When they made a deep run. And I think 0-3, they lost to the Lakers. But Sam, he's clutch with those Rockets teams in the mid-90s, 94, 95, around those times when Jordan was retired, when Houston won back-to-back. Sam Cassell was a key contributor, even as a young guy, backing up Kenny the Jet Smith. Sam Cassell, clutch guy, mid-range guy. He used to do the big balls dance when he hit a big shot. That's what Sam Cassell do when he hit a big shot. Sam coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 6. Final one. Number 6. This guy's underrated, but in my opinion, he's underrated. But he made some all-star teams, made a few all-NBA teams, but people don't talk about him no more, probably because of the Jordan era. You played in that Jordan era, they don't talk about you that much as far as a guard. But KJ Kevin Johnson for the Suns. 3-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Star. KJ played for a few teams, Phoenix, Cavs. He bounced around a little bit. But KJ could play. Made the NBA Finals in '93, lost to the Bulls, played with Barkley and Dan Marley. KJ played a little defense. Had some bounce for his size, too. Only about 6'1", 6'2". KJ could get up there. He had some bounce. Yeah, he could play all around, but if you played in that Jordan era, you probably didn't get as much recognition or as much respect as you probably should have gotten, but KJ was one of those guys. Hit the mid-range. He was crafty. All these guys were crafty. None of these guards were huge either. I think Chauncey Billups probably my biggest guard in this group at 6'3", but crafty guys, man. Crafty, clutch performers that the media don't talk about as much anymore. Like I said, a few of these guys never made an all-star team, like Mike Bibby, Rod Strickland. They never made an all-star team. Mike Bibby played in that loaded West. You had Steve Nash, Gary Payton, guards like that, Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury. So it was hard for, guys like Mike Bibby to make it in Sacramento, but he definitely got the Kings over that hump, and they were supposed to make the NBA Finals that year in, I think, 2002. Refs got involved, but yeah, some crafty, clutch point guards. People don't talk about topics like this, so I got to bring it out. I'm at the court. First take, I'm sweating, I'm out here. I'm about to get some shots up after this, so just working. It's Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. Had to come with another one. Woody P. Crafty, clutch point guards. Let's get it. Woody P with another one. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's go.